All right, guys, welcome. We're going to start the lecture, so get comfortable. We're going to talk for around an hour or so. Don't want to waste your Friday, but I think there's going to be a lot of value drops. So I think this is valuable, as I mentioned before, to any content creator, whether you started, whether you want to start. It doesn't have to be self-improvement content. It could be anything, business, whatever content you want to make. But honestly, you're going to love it. So let's start. Let me talk about myself first. So I started my YouTube channel around a year ago, and it was March 2021. So even more than a year ago. And I want to make this lecture because I've went through a lot, of experience of just testing things, and so I basically made this lecture to show you what I've learned, and so you don't make the same mistakes basically as a content creator. These are the things that I would tell my younger self to watch out for, to have in the back of his head basically. So you're definitely, by listening to this lecture, you're gonna skip a few months of just testing shit. A lot of mindset stuff we're gonna talk about. So when I started, so let me backtrack a little how I even got started with a YouTube channel. So I got into self-improvement around 2 years ago, or 2.5. Even before that, I was going to the gym, but that was basically the only good habit that I was doing. And then I found a few Hamza videos. I got into the whole self-improvement stuff. Actually, Hamza was one of the people who pushed me to create a YouTube channel. So he was literally like, we were in a one-on-one. He was like, you gotta do it, bro. You're a pussy. So a lot of value that I'm gonna tell you is also brought down from him that I learned. And so I just want to instill these mindsets. It's a lot more mindset stuff that will help you do this YouTube thing long term. Because at the end of the day, the point is not to do it for a month and just quit. Like deep inside, you want to do this for years. You want to do this for a long time. It's a long-term thing. And so to be able to do this YouTube thing for long term, you need to definitely work on your mindset. So we're going to touch on that actually right now. So the biggest thing with someone starting a YouTube channel are his or her limiting beliefs. A lot of us have a lot of limiting beliefs. What are some in the back of your head? Write in the chat limiting beliefs that you can think about right now about YouTube that you may have, honestly. I'll tell you some that I think about. Yeah, those are good ones, man. That people think that people who meditate and do nofap are gay and weird. So really good ones. Let me write or tell you one that I had when I started the journey. So the biggest one that I experienced was that I really cared what other people would think, like friends, family, especially if friends would find out about my channel, especially if, like, what would my family think? It's just cringy, like that feeling of people listening to you that you know about, your family, friends, your brother. So this is a really natural kind of limiting belief. And overall, I think the way to defeat this is just to start. And in my opinion, that type of feeling, the feeling that you care about what other people think, your friends, family, people close to you, over time, it's gonna fade, in my opinion, because as you develop this new self-image that you're now a YouTuber, you're now creating content, then overall you just don't care anymore. Like, obviously in the back of our heads you do care to a certain extent, but the feeling fades is what I'm trying to say. And I'll give you an example in my life. Literally recently, I've had a few guys in person that I knew about before. So people from high school, people from a university, they found me on YouTube. So the YouTube algorithm recommended my video to them. And they found me. They're like, oh, what's, like, I saw that you're making content. Or one person was like, oh, I saw that you're making lectures on Hamza's kind of Discord. So I had a few guys like that. And honestly, if that happened, because that happened recently, if that happened a year ago when I started, I'll be honest that I would be very kind of scared and very doubtful in my head, just like pissed, like, shit, this guy found out about my YouTube channel. What am I gonna do? But nowadays it's just like, damn, that's so cool, man. It literally happened to be, I don't know if the my friend's listening, but he's in this Discord. But yeah, it happened last week. So a friend that actually I wasn't like actually talking to in the past. So he found me on YouTube. The YouTube algorithm recommended my videos to him, and suddenly he was like, "Yo, I watched your video. Now I'm into self-improvement. Let's talk. Let's see each other in person." So yeah, we actually met up, which was cool. Small world. But that's a big one. So overall, just know that as you start this journey, as you work to create more videos, then that feeling will fade. I'm not saying it's going to go away, because we're human. We still care what other people will think. It's going to fade, and that's a good thing. Another limiting belief that your lizard brain's going to tell you is that no one wants to hear what you say. No one wants to hear you talk. No one cares about you. Like, you don't have anything to add. So that's a big one. And to that, I say that I feel like you're still underestimating yourself. You're underestimating yourself. You're in this group, bro. You obviously have a lot to say. You're in this Discord. You're trying to improve yourself. I'm not saying your channel has to be about self-improvement, but whatever. You're probably better than 99% of other people. So I think you're underestimating yourself. There always will be people who want to listen to you, because honestly, you'll probably, at this point, where you are right now, you're probably 1% better at this thing or that thing. So what does that mean? That means that you can teach that person that's a little bit below you. So you always have something to teach. So stop underestimating yourself. Oh, no one wants to listen to what I say. This guy's better than me. That guy's better than me. Bro, who cares? You definitely have something to add. It could be real life stories, experiences. Every person's life is different. So I'm sure you have something to add. So that's, again, all these limiting beliefs are your lizard brain telling you these bullshit things. I call it the inner bitch. The inner bitch telling you, don't do this. People are going to be critical of you. It's not going to work out. All this bullshit. So a lot of YouTube, as I'm going to highlight, is like a fight with your own brain. Honestly, most of it is just you fighting your own brain. Your own limiting beliefs. Another big limiting belief is that you don't have time, or you tell yourself, okay, I'm going to do YouTube once I graduate high school, once I graduate college, once I finish this, just one more week. I'm going to do it in 2 weeks. All this bullshit, like thinking that you don't have time, that you need to wait. You know you're on this self-improvement journey. You know that procrastinating things like YouTube, like starting your business, is never going to work out, right? When you tell yourself you're going to do it next week, or when you graduate, when you do this, it's not going to work out. You're not going to actually start. You're pushing it down the line because it feels comfortable. It feels comfortable not to press record and do it now. But I'll tell you right now that that's the only way to be successful at this game. So when I started YouTube, or before I started YouTube, I always felt like I don't have time, or I want to start when I finish college. So I learned about, like, I really wanted to do YouTube. I heard about Hamza. I was like, oh yeah, when I have time, when I finish college, when I do this. And I really need that person to tell me, bro, what are you waiting for? So I hope to do that to you now. Like, actually, what are you waiting for? Why are you putting off YouTube? You want to do this. You want to record videos. You want to help other people, whether it's you want to make people laugh, you want to help people on their self-improvement journey, you want to entertain people. It doesn't matter what you do. You don't have to be a self-improvement YouTuber like everyone else. But you probably want to do YouTube, right? If you're listening to this video, to this kind of lecture, you want to do YouTube. So why are you putting it off? It's your lizard brain. It's your inner bitch, but you have to be real with yourself. You have to talk to it and be like, what the fuck, bro? Why am I putting this off? So get real with yourself. Journal. What am I waiting for? Do you actually think that in a month or a year, things will actually change? You'll be in the same situation, but yet a year passed and you didn't take any action. So you decide, bro. So this inner bitch that I'm talking to you about, it's the same side of the brain that keeps telling you, don't work out, don't go to the gym, don't eat that healthy food. So you have to learn. This is a habit. It's not something you can do overnight. But you have to learn not to trust that inner bitch, that amygdala, that side that tells you not to do the hard and difficult thing. So by the end of this lecture, what I hope that you'll do, right? Because it's one thing to listen to me talk, but another thing to take action. If you never recorded a YouTube video before, I want you to record one tomorrow. And we're going to go over exactly what you can do and how to do it. But if you've never recorded a video, you're listening to this lecture, you're like, oh, I always wanted to start a YouTube channel. I always wanted to make people laugh. I always wanted to do this, entertain people, add value to people's lives. I always want to do it. There's no reason, bro, why tomorrow, Saturday, you don't literally open your camera, just record a video, front-facing camera, and talk. There's no reason not to, bro. So that's what I hope I can do by the end of this lecture, to convince you of that. So how do you actually begin YouTube? The first mindset that I want you to have is that no one actually cares about you, right? No one actually cares about you. When you're creating your YouTube channel, just like Dale Carnegie would say, you always have to think about the other person. It's all about you. It's not like the Kardashians, you're a whole personality, you're so cool. People just want to listen to you for value. Value could be in the form of making them laugh, entertaining them, whatever it is. But people want value. And so your point when you're creating a YouTube channel is to give people an insane amount of value, exceed people's expectations of value. Whatever that value may be, right? Could be, as I said, make people laugh, but exceed that, over deliver that. And then people will stay. Stop thinking about you making money. Oh, I want to do this YouTube thing to make money, to get girls, to do this, to be famous. If you think like that, you're going to fail. I'll be honest, if you think like that, you're actually going to fail. Always have a goal that's higher than you. It's not just about you. So right now we're talking about how to actually begin. A big thing that I would tell you to do is to have someone in the back of your head, someone that you're creating videos for. So this would be your avatar, your ideal fan, someone that you wish would listen to you talk. So in my YouTube channel, the person that I'm talking to is me, but not me who doesn't know about self-improvement specifically, because I've been journaling about this. I've been thinking about this, and it's something that you should do as well. The person I'm speaking to is me, younger me, who started self-improvement, who knows about meditation, who knows about working out, but wants to level up faster, wants to learn new things. That not just like, oh, keep meditating, 5 minutes of meditation. I want to learn something else. So that's me. So that's my videos. So when you look at my videos, a lot of them are unfiltered now. A lot of them are just me talking to you straight up. Because younger me, when I started self-improvement, my attention span was better. So I can listen to myself talk. So that's the person that I want to attract. It doesn't have to be the same for you, honestly. You don't have to do exactly the same thing as me, but that's what I'm doing with my videos. So having this clear avatar in mind, the person that you're creating videos for, without a doubt, that will put you at 1% of YouTubers, right? Because most YouTubers don't care. They just start, I don't care. I care about myself. I care about money. I care about fame. Let me just record. When you actually care about another person, it could be yourself, but not in a selfish way. You're just like, I want to help other people, but I have this avatar in mind. It could be John. You can honestly have a name for the person. Literally do that, because that's actually helpful. If it's not younger you, it could be John. It could be Jeffrey. It could be anyone. But keep that person, that avatar in the back of your head. And a practice that I learned from Hamza a long time ago is avatar journaling. So this is honestly an insane practice that no one talks about. Literally no one, because most YouTubers are lazy. Most YouTubers don't even care about these kind of stuff. Again, they do it just for themselves, for their own goals and dreams and aspiration, and they obviously fail. There's no doubt. When you get real with yourself and you actually do avatar journaling, which I'm gonna get into right now, it's gonna be painful, but this practice has honestly helped me to not run out of ideas and help more people. So it's a win-win. So what I do, avatar journaling. So as I said, you need an avatar in the back of your head. So you have this avatar in your head right now, John, whatever, younger me. So now what you do is you get into that person's head. You literally get into their head, what they're thinking. So what I do is I literally get into that frame. So younger me, 2 years ago, got started with self-improvement. What am I experiencing? What pain points am I experiencing? How can I solve those pain points? So I journal like it's me 2 years in the past, which is kind of crazy. And sometimes, as I hinted, it's a little bit painful, because sometimes you feel the pain that you experienced 2 years ago, or I'm talking about my example. So for me, I would feel some pain that I experienced 2 years ago. Oh, I can't make progress on this, can't get girls, can't do this. I don't know exactly, but I'm saying a general thing that you can feel pain with, especially with avatar journaling. So you have to be ready for that, especially if you're talking to your younger self and you really resonate with that, and you remind yourself of your pains and difficulties. It's going to be painful, but it's going to help you a lot. It's going to help you to create more video ideas and help that avatar. That's the biggest thing we want. We want to help that avatar. So all you're doing is you're picking a pain point and you're solving it. That's basically marketing. That's marketing 101. We pick a pain point. So we pick an avatar's pain point. For example, I'm giving you a random thing. This person can make gains at the gym. And then you constantly think of ways to help solve that pain point. And then most of your channel videos will be surrounded around that pain point. How can I solve that pain point for my avatar? How can I help them? And then you're not all over the place. Then you can actually have more ideas running smoothly. And everything just flows, honestly. So this avatar journaling practice, I do it every week. You can do it every day. You can do it every month. But get in the habit of doing it as much as you can, because it'll help you to stand out as a YouTuber. I'm not saying I'm the end-all be-all, I'm amazing, I'm the best YouTuber ever, whatever. I'm not. But it'll give you an advantage. You can help more people that way, because that's the goal, right? We want to help people. We're not trying to be selfish. We want to be selfless. So that's the goal here. So I'm not doing this avatar thing to just for myself, for my own personal gains. I genuinely want to be helping more people. So it helps me a lot to get into that avatar. And also one thing I want to say is that you also have to be real with yourself, with your dream avatar. So let's say you're like a 13-year-old kid and you're creating self-improvement content. To be frank with you, not a lot of 22-year-olds are going to listen to you. You're like 13, 12. Not a lot of people are going to listen to you, take you seriously. So if your avatar, the person that you're trying to attract, is like a 25-year-old who's been on self-improvement for a while, then it's likely not going to work. So you want to be real with yourself about this avatar that you're attracting. So let's say you're a 14-year-old, you're a 15-year-old, you're trying to create self-improvement content. Maybe something that would work out is you're trying to help other teens because you've struggled with self-improvement in the past. That makes sense. But if you're like a 13-year-old trying to get 20-year-olds to listen to you talk, it's not really going to happen. So there's a quote I want to share with you guys by Dale Carnegie. It says, people are not interested in you. They're not interested in me. They're interested in themselves, morning, noon, and after dinner. So this comes back to the initial point that I talked about. Always think of the other person's needs and give them a lot of value. Because they honestly don't care about what you have to say. They want to hear how you can help them. So the mindset that I want you to get into next is, and I hinted at this, is that you should upload your first video as soon as possible. Or if you've not been consistent with YouTube and you're listening to this, then upload your second, third, fourth, fifth, 10th video as soon as possible. Because I know you're listening to this, the last time you uploaded a video was probably like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. You're procrastinating. Bro, what are you waiting for? People want to listen to you talk. I know that people want to hear you talk. People want to hear the value that you drop. You definitely have something to share. You definitely do. But you're just thinking, you're letting your lizard brain take over. Oh, no one wants to listen. I'm going to wait another month. When I get a better camera, when I get this, when I finish this job, when I finish school. Bro, that's bullshit. Just start tomorrow. Start or continue tomorrow. You've been putting YouTube off. And I'll be honest, if you're putting this off for so long, is it really for you? I don't want to demotivate you right off the bat, but how bad do you want it? How bad do you want this YouTube thing? Be real with yourself. Actually, be real with yourself. So upload your first or whatever, 7th video as soon as possible. And that's tomorrow. That's the thing I want to get to with this lecture. There's no reason. Tomorrow's a Saturday. It's a weekend. There's no reason that you can't upload. You have a phone. You have a computer. You can upload your first or 10th video as soon as possible. But I'll be honest, 99% of the people listening to this right now won't take this advice. They'll continue doing their thing. They'll continue pushing YouTube off. They always wanted to do it. And that's a sad reality. And I don't want you there. I want you to take action. Because action will lead to momentum. So the smart men listening to this right now, they'll upload their first video tomorrow. And I know you're one of them. And the mindset that I want you to have as well, because a lot of this is going to be mindset. Your first 100 videos will be shit. And I could say that about myself a million times. My first 100 videos, I literally just crossed my 100 video mark probably like yesterday or the other day. And I think my first 100 videos were shit. They honestly were. There's no sugarcoating it. So if you're now at your 7th video and you're like, oh, I don't know if I can continue this. I'm so bad. Everyone else is bad. Everyone else is better than me. Bro, it takes a long time to be good. And I'm not saying I'm even good. I'm still shit. It takes 100+ videos to be good, to talk better, to articulate better. It takes time. And that should honestly ease a lot of that tension that you're thinking. You think that you have to be perfect with the first video. You think it all has to be perfect and everyone's going to love you. You're going to stutter. It's going to suck on the first video. On the first 100. It's going to suck. And that's a good kind of mindset because it relieves a lot of tension that you may have. And just like a video game, your YouTube XP over time is going to be increased. You level up your YouTube XP. And that comes in articulating yourself better, in having better YouTube videos, whatever. It takes time though. And if you're not willing to put in the work, the 100 videos, then you're likely not able to stay in this long-term thing. It's a long-term game. Most people just make like 5 videos and they're like, YouTube is not for me. Bro, my 5th video, I got like 2 views. And now I'm at 1,000, almost 200 subscribers. If I listen to that lizard brain telling myself, no one cares about you, it's been 5 videos already, you're not making any progress, you're getting 2 views, you and maybe one more person, or maybe another one, then I would just stop if I listened to that. And I almost stopped a million times. I almost listened to that lizard brain, to that inner bitch telling myself, don't do it. No one wants to care. No one cares about you. No one is going to listen to you. You're shit. So treat it like a video game, man. And when you start out, my suggestion is to just record and don't even edit. Just record your videos. Do it in one take. Don't even listen to yourself talk. Don't even rewatch the video, because then you're not going to listen to it. You're not going to post it. Sorry. If you rewatch your video, you're not going to post it. You're going to think it's cringy. No one wants to listen to me. So just literally pull out your camera tomorrow, record 1 video, even 2 videos, get that momentum and post it. Don't even listen to yourself talk, because it's cringy. And I've been there too. It sounds like cringy to listen to yourself talk. I get that. It's a very normal thing. But a lot of people will just listen to that voice telling themselves it's very cringy, and then they'll never upload. They'll never even take action. So you have to differentiate. You have to be that person who does take action. Because it doesn't matter. You can be planning a million video ideas in your head. You can have every script in the world. But if you don't pull out your camera, your phone, and just record yourself talk, then nothing's going to happen. No one's going to care. You can have a Word document of a million ideas, every script written out, everything, but no one's going to care. Because it's still not action. It's still not out there. Yeah, you took action because you're writing a script, but no one actually sees your progress. So that's honestly the best advice that I've learned, is to upload your first video as soon as possible. Your first video, or a video that you've been putting off recently, as soon as possible. Because you need that momentum. You need that, especially if you're starting out, you need that momentum. And especially with YouTube, you need quantity. As I hinted before, you need quantity. And the thing that happens is that once you get a lot of quantity, right, you're making hundreds of videos, then obviously this is going to lead to good quality. Because over time, you're going to improve your skills. You're going to talk better. So you need to start with a lot of quantity first. When people tell you, oh, everything has to be perfect, quality over quantity, then people just get in their head and they don't get started. So that's the worst advice that you can tell a beginner, to focus on quality and have the best video quality and the best thing and the best script and write everything and plan it for a week, 2 weeks, and then nothing just happens. Nothing happens because you're still in your head. So that's honestly the best advice that I can tell you, to take action as soon as possible. And if you get one thing from this lecture, it's that tomorrow, Saturday, November 12th, you should be creating a video. It could be about anything, honestly. I'm sure you have some value to instill in people's heads. It could be about business, finance, self-improvement, technology, coding, anything. So I kind of talked about this again before, but the goal with YouTube is to do it long term. Because you need this mindset. And ask yourself and be true with yourself. Are you doing this just to get money, to do it for quick fame, quick this? All the quick stuff are not going to last. I'm going to be honest with you. They're not going to last. They're not going to be sustainable. Especially if you jump on quick trends. You see this YouTuber doing this quick, cool trend, and you just jump on trends. And that's not going to work long term. People don't care. People know you're just tricking the algorithm. You're jumping on this trend. Now he's doing that thing. Now he's doing this thing. The best thing that you can do is not jump on trends, but record videos that you actually enjoy. that you actually want to do, that you actually have that extra motivation to record. So you need to find that thing that you enjoy. For me, recently, I've been true to myself, and for me, it's just recording unfiltered content. It's just putting my phone right in front of my face. I actually don't even have this fancy camera. I have my iPhone, and I press record and I just talk. And I find that to be really fun. And people are noticing, people are liking it. People know that you're enjoying like the whole process. They get that, they feel that. People can pick up if you're just doing it for quick trends or just to get money or just to get this. If you're just doing it because you enjoy making content, it's fun, you're actually getting this positive feeling out of it, then you're going to make it far. And you're going to be doing this long term. And that's the goal. Another reason why I like doing unfiltered content recently, and you can decide, you can do whatever you want, but I'm saying what I'm doing. It's very sustainable because I've had an editor in the past, and it's very time consuming as well. Even to have an editor, right? So I edited my videos in the past as well, but then I got an editor. It's time consuming to rely on another person to create this video, and then he's late or he's doing this. You got to explain everything and that, and it takes time. I basically wake up in the morning, record 2 to 3 videos every day, and post it, and not have to worry about, oh, this edit or that thing, and then rewatch it and that thing. I just post it. And that's sustainable to me. It's something that I could do long term, and I enjoy it. I genuinely like it. And I don't feel drained. I don't feel drained, oh, creating this perfect thumbnail or creating this perfect title. I literally create my thumbnail under 5 minutes. I go to canva.com. I create a thumbnail. A lot of people ask me, how do you create thumbnails? Go to canva.com. Just whatever, put my face on there. Under 5 minutes, man. I don't think, oh, what's the best thumbnail to do? Best thumbnail that will attract as many people. Bro, I don't care. I want to put my message out there. I want to help a lot of people. I'm not going to waste hours every day on the bullshit stuff, because I could be using those hours every day that I'm wasting on this bullshit thumbnail stuff and actually putting it to better use, like growing my business, like reading more books so I can help more men. I really think, and this is another side tangent, I really think it's bullshit to overthink the thumbnail thing and title. Yes, it's important. I still have thumbnails to a certain extent. I do. And I have titles, but I don't let myself overthink that. Under 5 minutes tops. Whenever you have advice that people tell you to do, you really have to think about it twice, because 99% of the people are going to tell you, just overthink the thumbnail stuff, overthink the title. It has to get the most viewer attention. I'm not saying it's not important, but to a certain extent, you're wasting time. You're wasting time that you can put to better use, that you can learn, that you can improve your craft, whether it's business, making people laugh, entertaining people. It's a waste of time to focus on those thumbnails thing. But then you can argue, yeah, I can hire someone, I can outsource someone. It's still going to be in the back of your head. You're still going to have to tell them what to do. You're still going to have to take a picture yourself. They're going to tell you do this, and then you're going to check what they did, and you're going to have to pay them, and that, back and forth. You can do it. I'm not saying it's wrong. I did it for a while, but I'm having second thoughts on it, because now I'm putting my time to better use, and it's been really good. And I've been literally recording a video every day, posting one every day for the past 2-3 weeks. And honestly, I'll have to be honest, people forget about you if you don't post very consistently. And I'd argue that people forgot about me when I started YouTube. I uploaded once a week, sometimes twice, and people just forget about you. That's the honest thing. When you're not posting consistently, when you're just not putting your face out there, when you're not destroying the YouTube algorithm every day, putting your face out there, uploading, then people just don't even care anymore. Who's this Maor guy? I don't care about him. So this leads me to tell you that you should upload more frequently than you think. Bro, I told you, I wake up, I don't do this long ass morning routine now. I wake up, I record 2 to 3 videos. So that's 2 to 3 days of videos in under an hour. And then I get started my day. And then I do that the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day. And then in a week, I have videos for the next month. Right? Because a lot of people will say this bullshit thing that, oh, they don't have time. I don't want to record every day. That's a lot of commitment. Bro, you have time. You know you have time. You just need like an hour a day, even less. And honestly, that gives you momentum when you constantly record and you constantly practice. And I've been doing it recently, just every single day, showing up and recording. You improve your camera presence. You improve the way you talk. People give you advice. People give you suggestions. And I love when people tell me, oh, you're looking away. You're not looking at the camera. I love that. And I've been getting that recently. And I'm learning. I'm a lifelong learner. And people tell me, oh, More, you're doing this wrong. Maybe you should look at the camera more. Maybe you should talk more loudly. Maybe the mic is a little bit off. Maybe this. And I take that and I love it. I love that criticism. But you can't have that if you're just posting once a week, if you're posting every other week, if you're posting once a month. People forget about you. People don't care. You can't improve as much as you think. And it's for your sake. That's why I think it's for your kind of benefit if you upload every single day. And if you don't even want to practice every day, bro, I told you, I just create 3 videos in one day. So you literally need 2 days a week and you have a week's worth of videos. Let's say you're really busy. Honestly, you're probably not, but let's say you're really busy, you're working a 9 to 5, you're doing this, you're in school, whatever, then you can do it in 2 days. A week's worth. Name is very right. And I have this mindset as well that my videos are still shit and I need to create a lot more to even be better. But you can't improve if you're just not even putting yourself out there. I know it hurts. I know it hurts to stutter, to be shit, to have your camera presence be shit, to have your viewer retention at like 2%. No one cares about you. I'm exaggerating, obviously, but I get that. But you can't improve if you don't put yourself out there. So that's the best kind of mindset that I would give you about doing it long term. It sounds counterintuitive because, yeah, you're going to tell me I'm going to burn out. If I do this every day, I'm going to burn out. I'm going to do this. This is the plan if you want to do it long term. If you actually are taking this seriously, if you actually want to improve. Self-improvement is about improving. And if you're going on this YouTube journey, then be willing to be shit at it and be willing to take criticism and improve every single day, every single upload. Another reason I like this unfiltered content, one thing I told you is obviously I vibe with it, I enjoy it myself, which is very important. Don't do something that you don't enjoy, especially with YouTube. I mean, other things are different, like your job, you have to make money. I feel like I have to enjoy YouTube, otherwise I'm not going to do it for the long term. And so I feel like doing this is also, it's much more relatable to people when you don't hyper edit your videos. And as I told you, as I hinted before, it targets my ideal audience, the people who have longer attention spans. So for me, it's perfect. And I also don't feel drained and I don't feel burnt out, right? Editing videos or having an editor, having a thumbnail editor. I had that, I had everything. I had the thumbnail editor. I had the 1 video a week thing. I tried everything. It was not the thing for me. It could be for you. But just take what I have to say and think about it. Because I think there's a lot of value to uploading every day. And you have no excuse. I'm a pretty busy guy. You have no excuse. So another mindset that I want you to have, this is a lot about mindset because as I hinted, this YouTube thing is 99% mindset. When you start YouTube or when, let's say you're at 10 videos now, you're still going to get under 10 views. No one's going to watch you. No one's going to care about you. And I've been there, and I said this a million times today. I've been there where every single video of mine in the beginning was just like under 5 views, under 10 views. And it's very demotivating. And it causes you to want to quit so many times because you think no one cares. And frankly, no one cares yet because you haven't actually been consistent with it. You haven't put yourself out there. You're not actually trying. So be ready for that inner bitch, that amygdala telling you, stop doing this. No one cares about you. You should quit. I've literally had that thought a million times that I should quit, that it's not for me, that this guy's better than me. Bro, fuck that. Another thing I want you to do is to stop comparing yourself. Yes, competition and all that is good. I understand the mindset of that as well. But with YouTube, when you're constantly comparing yourself to other YouTubers, it's very toxic. And I've been there before. You're constantly comparing, oh, he's doing better than me. He's at 5K subs. I'm at 5 subs. Oh my God, this is so bad. I'm never going to do it again. I'm never going to post content. It's a very common thing to compare yourself. You can even compare yourself to Hamza, right? He's at 1 million subscribers. You can be like, I'm a loser compared to him. I could be comparing myself to Hamza, right? I'm at 1K. I'm a loser compared to him. But I'm not doing that. It's such a toxic way to do it. Don't look at it as... Because I guess the more you compare yourself to other people, especially on YouTube, the more you're not going to take action. The more you're going to be in your head. And one thing leads to another, and you're going to stop and you're going to quit YouTube. It's a very toxic route to be in. So whenever you catch yourself kind of comparing yourself to other individuals, think twice. They put probably more work than you. They've been doing YouTube for a long time. Bro, if you put in the work and you put in the time and you put in the effort, maybe some people have more luck than others, right? Luck is also a part. But you put in the work, you're going to get what you deserve. And I've been feeling that recently. I've been putting a lot of work into YouTube. And I've been getting, the external results, if you will. So another question that new YouTubers have, or people who got started with YouTube, is how do you constantly have video ideas? So I mentioned before that you can do this avatar journaling, which is very, very good. Another mindset that I want you to have is to constantly think about YouTube video ideas the whole day. So you're thinking about, okay, now I'm at the gym, now I had this convo with a person, what if I could teach that to people? What if I could instill this mindset into my subscribers? So that's what I'm doing. So during the day, I literally have a Notion page on my phone and I keep on adding ideas. And that's what you should be doing as a content creator. You should always be thinking of new ideas. And right now I have a list of like 40 YouTube ideas, 40 videos. So that's going to help me until December, even the new year. And I keep adding more and more things because I'm in that mindset that, now I'm a YouTuber. Now throughout my day, I'm thinking about, okay, how can I make this a YouTube video? How can I make this YouTube video? So it helps a lot. So instead of just thinking of those thoughts throughout the day, just put it on a Notion page. Right? It's very, very beneficial. So create a page, video ideas, and create a bullet point of every single idea you have, and then start checking those. And over time, you're going to have that momentum. And every day, I right now have like 5 new video ideas. It just flows. Right? You could be taking a shit, new video idea. Go on your phone. Whatever, man. So another thing that's very, very important is don't be a robot. It's a very, very difficult thing when you're starting, though. It's very hard to tell someone not to be a robot when they've never been in front of a camera. I was a robot. You probably will be a robot. But you have to keep this in the back of your head that you try to be as natural as you can with the YouTube thing. Try to just be pretending that you're talking to a friend, like a younger brother. You're just chill, like I'm talking to you right now. It's not all formal and everything. You're just chill. What's up, man? All that stuff, right? I've been really bad at it when I started. Obviously, I sound like a robot. Hey, guys, you should meditate today. 5 minutes of meditation should help you. Like all that robot shit. I've been there. I'm trying to improve on it. It's a thing that you constantly have to improve. But just know that obviously at first you'll be a robot. But you get that camera presence up, and over time you'll have your personality shine through. And that's a very important thing. People want to hear your personality shine through. They don't care about you being a robot. Hey guys, you should meditate. They want to hear about your day, about your stories. They just want to vibe with you. That's the biggest thing. People subscribe to you because they vibe with you. They vibe with your personality, with the way you talk. And as I said, it's not easy to just go from 0 to 100. Know that you'll sound like a robot at first, but just be very conscious of it. How can I feel more natural? Maybe you can talk to a friend before you create a YouTube video. Whatever you can do to just feel more natural, more at ease. Maybe you can meditate before. Just to feel like relax and chill. Don't have to be so uptight about it all the time. Pretend you're speaking to a friend, to a family member, to someone. Just don't overthink it. And a really big and important thing is stop reading from scripts. I hate that. You know, those people just read a sentence. Hey guys, you should meditate. Reading the next sentence. Tomorrow I'm going to do a dopamine detox. Next sentence. No one cares about that. People just want to hear you talk. Just people want to hear you vibe. Stop reading from scripts. I think that's the worst way to do YouTube. To have very, very strict scripts. Yeah, you can have bullet points. I get that. And I have that as well sometimes. Bullet points are good. But when you have like word for word scripts, like, hello guys, today I'm going to teach you how to meditate. Next sentence. Tomorrow you should start your dopamine detox. It sounds lame. No one wants to hear that. I've been there as well. But you got to grow out of that phase. You got to stop reading those bullet points. You sound like a robot. It just doesn't sound genuine. No one cares. So just have an idea in the back of your head, like a general idea. Start talking to the camera. Whatever flows, flows. Don't have to be so perfect about it. Whatever happens, happens. You can have like 5 bullet points, max. Stop overthinking it. And that's why I'm able to create 2 to 3 videos every single day. I wake up in the morning, create 2 to 3 videos. It's very easy because I don't spend hours on creating the perfect script. Like, understand that maybe some things like comedy and other type of YouTube channels, you need to script. So I don't want to completely shit on that because I know it's important for some things. Obviously, when you're doing documentaries and more intense stuff, obviously. I'm speaking about the type of content that I'm making. I'm not overthinking it. I have a few good ideas, a few value that I want to drop. Maybe I'm writing this quote that I want to share with you guys, but that's about it. So write bullet points and don't overplan. It's a very, very shit way to do YouTube, in my opinion. Let's talk about gear, because a lot of people they stop themselves from doing YouTube because they think they need this crazy new camera. I'm not shitting on crazy nice cameras, but sometimes they're an overkill. They are, especially if you're starting out. Maybe you have a camera, that's fine, you should use it. But you're starting out and you have this mindset in the back of your head that you can't start unless you save enough money for this new 4K camera. To be real with you, no one actually cares about your camera quality. To a certain extent they do, right? It's not like Nokia 5-pixel camera, whatever. But most of us have a phone, right? Not an iPhone, whatever, Android. Most of us have a phone. You have a computer, maybe you have a computer camera. That should do it. Stop overthinking it. All these people telling you should get this new camera, 4K, sometimes it's an overkill, especially when you're starting out. And that gets people to not start YouTube and get in their head and let their kind of bitch voice get into their head. And then that takes over and they never start YouTube. And then a year passes and they regret it. And they're like, shit, I should have started. I had an iPhone. Why didn't I start? I've created 100 videos so far. And as I told you, it's been with an iPhone. This whole time, it's been with an iPhone. A lot of people are surprised that it's an iPhone that I'm shooting with because it looks crazy. But an iPhone can do a lot, and it does the trick. So you have no excuse to get started. I made it to 1.3K almost with just an iPhone, without having to buy this expensive ass camera. Again, I don't want to shit on people with expensive cameras. I want one as well, but one, it costs a lot of money. But two, it's an overkill sometimes. Maybe if you get to like 10K subscribers, maybe then think about it. But under 10K, there's no reason you should be getting this expensive ass camera. Unless your phone is like a Nokia, then maybe we should start talking. But I doubt you guys have Nokias. You probably have an iPhone, Android that shoots pretty well. Like, it's fine. So that's a common misconception that people have with YouTube, that they have to have the most expensive, cool camera. Otherwise, no one's going to listen to you. It's stupid. I don't get it, honestly. So drill that down. If you have a phone, you have everything that you need to start. So start and create your first or 10th, 15th video tomorrow. Another thing you should do on this journey is, someone mentioned before, I think it was Shravan. He mentioned how, I'm going to read back, wait one second. Imposter syndrome, yeah. So a lot of people have imposter syndrome where they think, why should I be teaching this? I'm not a YouTuber. I don't deserve to be teaching other people content. A big way to kind of change that is to change your self-image. You've heard this a million times, but likely, especially when you're starting out, you're a beginner, you don't see yourself as a content creator, you don't see yourself as a YouTuber, you think it's cringy to say you're a YouTuber. Like, it is to a certain extent, right? But you need to change your self-image that, yeah, now I'm a content creator. Now I'm helping other young men on self-improvement. Now I'm creating entertainment. Now, whatever you're doing. Now I'm dropping finance value. Now I'm creating this business channel. But you have to see yourself as that person. Your actions have to align with your self-image. And right now they don't. And the easiest way to kind of change your self-image, you've heard this a million times again, is to visualize yourself. Visualize this new self-image. So for example, for me, I would visualize myself as a YouTuber now. Yeah, I'm creating content for other young men. See yourself as that person. Feel how it feels like to be that type of person. So that's kind of visualizing the end goal, which has a lot of value. Another way to use visualizations is to visualize daily actions. So especially if you can't get yourself to record a YouTube video, there's a lot of friction because honestly, your self-image doesn't align with your actions right now. You don't see yourself as a YouTuber. It sounds cringy. It sounds weird to record in front of the camera. Oh, my parents are going to listen to me. Oh, this friend, all this bullshit. So whenever you can't get yourself to take action, especially on YouTube, especially on actions that don't align with your self-image, visualize yourself taking that action. So for me, what do I do? I would still have, or not recently, but let's say 2 months ago, I would have days where it was just very hard to record, where I probably didn't work on my self-image as much, and it was just very hard. There was a lot of friction in my brain. And so the way that I would get myself to record is I would visualize myself doing that action, doing that, right? Like putting the camera right in front of my face, opening the computer, and then just press record and then talk. I visualized that like a million times. And then when I actually got into the arena, when I actually started recording, it was easier because I practiced in my brain. And that's all visualization is. You're like practicing in your brain a million times. So then when you get to the arena, when you get to the real thing, it's easier. It's just easier. It just flows. I know it sounds very bro science and that, but there's a lot of real science to this. Everything just flows. When you practice something in your brain a million times, something that you struggle to take action with, even addictions, people underestimate the value of visualizations, even to cure addictions like smoking. Like you say, I'm bullshitting, but bro, you can cure so many addictions by changing your self-image. Because, okay, now you see yourself as a smoker. So obviously, your actions are going to align with your self-image. It's no question. Now I don't, not me, but now you don't see yourself as a YouTube creator, as a content creator. So obviously you're not going to take action on YouTube. So the best way to jumpstart your YouTube kind of career is to visualize yourself, is to use visualizations. Use it for end goals, so seeing yourself as a YouTuber in the future, and also for daily mundane actions like recording, like scripting, or writing bullet points as we agreed on. So all these things, use visualizations to your advantage. Very, very helpful. I wish I could tell that to my younger self starting out, because I definitely had imposter syndrome. I definitely didn't see myself as someone who could offer value to other people. So with visualizing end goals, you can also visualize yourself hitting key milestones, right? Like 1K, 10K. And I've definitely been able to do that. And I think that's why I've been making so much progress. I've visualized 1K like millions of times, and now I'm here. Next goal, 10K, I'm visualizing it. You can say it's bullshit, you can say it's placebo, it's all this wishy-washy stuff, but you gotta hold judgment until you try it, man. I'm telling you, hold judgment. I'm also like sometimes sus about all these things, but hold judgment until you try it yourself. So as I said, this lecture doesn't only apply to YouTube. You can use this in so many daily things that you're struggling with to take action. Very, very valuable. So a big question that people have in today's, especially in today's like cancel culture, is what do you do if your YouTube channel gets banned or you get demonetized, you can't post, etc. So I think the biggest thing that you can do to protect yourself from that is, it obviously depends on what content you have, but I think everyone should do this regardless of the content they have. I don't think my content is like controversial anyway. But who knows, like people get demonetized, people get canceled. I mean, it's obviously very hard when you're low on subscribers, but I'm saying you gotta prepare yourself. And so the best way to prepare yourself, in my opinion, is to have a Discord. For a few reasons. A Discord for a YouTube channel. One, it helps with the community. That's a really big thing. Because when you're just on YouTube, when you don't interact with your community, yeah, you can interact with them in the comment section, etc. But when you actually like interact with them in the Discord, that's a different level. Like people love that. And I love interacting with my subscribers in my Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, click on my name and then join the Discord. It's a pretty sick Discord that we have. We have like weekly challenges and stuff. So honestly, a really good Discord. But that aside, plug aside, is you should be having a Discord. So one, as I said, for the community kind of vibe. So it helps to vibe with your subscribers. And another way is important reason is that let's say your YouTube channel gets demonetized or whatever, it gets deleted, canceled. You always have that backup. You can always talk to your fans and contact them there. I don't think that's the main reason you should do it though. I think the main reason you should have a Discord is for the purposes of speaking to your followers, to your subscribers, interact with them, and help them, give them value. That's what it's about. It's not about just yourself. It's about how can I be more selfless and help other people on this journey, right? That's what it's about, man. How are we liking the lecture so far? Any questions, anything? All right, we'll continue. Save your questions if you have any. Another way that's honestly very powerful if you're thinking or overthinking about your YouTube channel getting demonetized or canceled is you can gather people's email addresses. So you can have, it's called, I believe, a squeeze page. So Russell Brunson talks about this in Expert Secrets. Honestly, a very recommended book for YouTubers as well. So you have a squeeze page. It's basically like a funnel, like one page that you give people like a ebook or a free kind of thing, like a workout guide. It could be whatever, in return for their email address. And then essentially you have their email address and you control that traffic. So that email address is very difficult to, no one's going to cancel your email address that you collected. No one's going to ban you from MailChimp or something. So you can use ClickFunnels for that. That's a really good one. So I had that in the past. I had like a free gratitude ebook. And then I offered people the free, it was honestly a really good ebook. It was like 10 pages. I don't offer it anymore. But I had an ebook and I took people's email addresses. And I think I have like 100. It's really valuable. Something to know is that Russell Brunson in Expert Secrets, he says each email is worth $1 per month. So if you gather like 1,000 email addresses, it's worth $1,000 per month, because essentially that means now you can sell them on things. Now you can sell this course. Now you can, upsell them on whatever. So it's to keep in mind, if you're taking this very seriously and want to make money, then you could collect people's email addresses. I'm not really there right now. I just want people to be in my community so I can help more people, so we can grow in my Discord. So that's that. All 84 of you should be joining, because there's like 320 people in there. So it's kind of cool. It's a small community. This is one of my final points. We're almost past the hour. How can you actually be consistent with uploading on YouTube? So we mentioned self-image. That's one. I think that's a really good one, to be consistent. Another thing, and I kind of touched on this before, I just want to highlight it one more time because it's so valuable. If you want to be really consistent with something, I suggest you do it first thing in the morning. Like literally the first thing. I used to have this long ass morning routine of like 5 hours long. We all go through that stage where we just over exaggerate the whole self-improvement stuff. I had to do this first. Before I get started with work, I had to do this 5-hour morning routine. And then I could start working like at 12 p.m. I think that's stupid. I'm happy I went through that stage because it helped me. But I really think that your morning routine should be like, okay, get out of bed, brush your teeth, take a shit, whatever you want to do. Maybe grab food or drink water. I really said eat water. But yeah, so basically do the mundane stuff, brush your teeth, get ready, and get started with work right away, as soon as possible. And then after, you can finish your morning routine, like meditate. I'm not saying don't meditate and don't work out, but let's say that was in your morning routine and you had to wait to work until you finish your 27 habits. Now what I suggest you do is do the hardest thing first. So that deep work session for an hour, even an hour and a half. I do an hour-long deep work session. So I would wake up at 6:30, 15 minutes to just get ready and brush my teeth and all that bullshit. And then 6:45 to 7:45, I do all the deep work. And that deep work, as I told you recently, has been to create 2 to 3 videos. So it's before 8 in the morning and I already have 2 to 3 videos. And you just woke up. No, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, there's a lot of value to doing your deep work right in the beginning, and stop waiting to meditate and work out and do 29 million habits before you can get started with work. So that's an essential mindset that I've implemented in my life. And yeah, after you do the work, you also feel better than going to the gym and meditating, because you got the hardest task of the day. So if YouTube is actually important to you and you're listening to this right now, and you really want to be consistent, then you should prioritize YouTube first thing in the morning. There's no question. If you actually set it and you scheduled that YouTube in 1 hour of recording, whatever, you can record one video. You can fuck up a million times and record one video in an hour, but you're still showing up. If you put that in your schedule, then there's no way that you'll fail. Most people just don't even have schedules either way. They just, whatever, I'll do YouTube. And then a month passes and a year passes. If you tell yourself, now I'm serious about this, 1 hour in the morning, every single day, there's no doubt you'll be good at it. There's no doubt. Most people aren't even trying. Most people aren't even trying. Yeah, you see there's so much competition. You think there's so much competition. There's so many people. There's not a lot of competition, man. That's, to be frank with you, there's not a lot of people recording a YouTube video every single day. Putting an hour, it probably doesn't sound like a long time, but it is, because most people aren't even showing up. There's so much value to doing that deep work first thing in the morning. So I hope that helps you, especially if you have like a 27-hour long morning routine. So my last question to you boys is, before I take questions, I don't know if there's any questions because you've been quiet. You've been really quiet. The last question that I want you guys to have, or journal, is how bad do you really want this thing? How bad do you really want this YouTube thing? Are you really willing to put in the work? Are you really willing to do what it takes to upload almost every single day or every day? There's no kind of, especially if you're starting out, there's no excuse not to upload every single day. I don't get it. What's your excuse? I'm full-time working on 2 other businesses on the side. I'm a full-time student currently. I still need to go to the gym. I still need to do all the good habits. I still need to meditate. I still need to do all the things that you do. I still need to take a shit. I still need to hang out with friends. I still need to be a social person. I still need to talk to my parents. I still need to do this, all this stuff, and you're still not taking action. You're still bullshitting yourself that you don't have time for YouTube because you're a student in high school. I'm a student in studying computer science in university. What the hell do you have to say? And trying to take on 2 businesses on the side while trying to teach lectures as well every other week, and and having a full-time YouTube channel uploading every single day. What's your excuse now? Tell me. Let's go, Timothy. Let's go. I'm happy. Just let me pull up in the Tesla after. No, but seriously, guys, there's no excuse. Honestly, this is like a side note, and I wasn't really planning to talk about this as well. I also feel like the more you're busy, the more you actually take on new things and goals and challenges. So let's say Timothy, for example. Now he's like, oh, I want to start content creation. He's a busy man. Like, I know he's like busy. He has a lot of things in his life. But to be frank, to a certain extent, right? Because this is also capped. You can't do like a million things. But when you add a lot more challenges to your life and goals and new things, as I said, it is capped, but we underestimate how much work we can do. And so the more we add, we tend to fit it in, surprisingly. And I was surprised at the amount of things that I could do in a day. You record a video and then work on this business and then record a lecture and then do this and that and hang out with friends and also study for my exams and also do that. Like, you'd be surprised. Most of you aren't even taking enough responsibility in things in your life. And so your whole day is just, oh, let me watch another video on YouTube about this dumbass thing that's not going to help you. So I'm really happy about Timothy because that's a big thing. He's a busy man. Another thing I want you to journal before we go. So the first question was, how bad do you want it? How bad do you actually want YouTube? And stop thinking about selfish reasons. It's not for money. It's not for fame. If you think like that, you're not going to make it far. I'm very happy. And I'm also saying this from a point that I'm lucky because I'm not doing YouTube to make money. Yeah, it'll be nice if I could get monetized. I'm not going to complain. But as I said, I'm working on other things on the side. So I know I'm not trying to make money off of YouTube. I genuinely want to help other people. So obviously not every person can do that because some people genuinely want to do YouTube to make money because they're struggling, and I get it. But to a certain extent, sometimes when we combine our passions with our business, I'm not saying it can't be done like Hamza's doing it, right? Sometimes it causes people to make not the best decision, not the best business decisions because you're always thinking about money. So think about it. It's an interesting thought. Combining your passion with business. I mean, it's controversial. I get the other way around. I get why you can be like, no, it could work out. But I'm happy that I have the mindset that, yeah, I'm doing this. I don't expect money off of it. I genuinely want to help people, and I'm genuinely feeling selfless to just share what I've learned and learn every single day, and then share what I've learned and repeat the cycle again and again and again without expecting anything in return. Like, whatever happens, happens. I mean, I could stay at 1K subs for the rest of my life. If people are watching, then I'll keep posting content. That's the crazy mindset that you should have. Like, obviously, I have big goals, 10K, 100K, very important. But like, if there's still a person listening to me in like 5-10 years, then bro, I'm still going. I still have this drive to help other people, other men. So yeah, the last question, as I said, is why are you doing YouTube? Are you doing it for money? Are you doing it for fame? Or are you genuinely doing it to, again, it doesn't have to be to help other young men on self-improvement. It could be to make people laugh, to entertain people. There's so much you can do on YouTube. It's not just limited to self-improvement content. And again, I would also agree that not everyone is meant to do self-improvement content. So maybe you're listening to this right now, like, you could do YouTube, but maybe there's something else that's good for you. You don't have to follow everyone. You don't have to follow the pact and what everyone else is doing. Maybe there's another thing that you're very interested in. You want to teach people about stocks, about crypto, about whatever it is, about businesses, about coding. So always keep that avatar, as I said, in the back of your head. Who are you doing the videos for? And make sure your reason is not so selfish. Very, very important. All right, boys. Any questions? Because that's the end of what I have to offer you today. Any questions, comments? You guys are very, very quiet today. There's 80 people, but you're kind of quiet. Are you taking this in? Is this valuable? Give me some input. We're not gonna actually let people up today because I gotta go. But I just want to listen. If you have any last questions, I'll answer them before I go. And this is recorded, by the way. What is a good video start? Can you literally just give an introduction video first thing, or literally any video idea that can come to mind? Mic quality is shit today? Is it actually bad? Is it better now? It's probably better now. Oh, fuck. Someone should have said that. Whatever. So someone asked, okay, can you give an introduction video? I think, honestly, the best videos to start is just answering questions. Like, whatever question that you may have, or people will have in like the avatar that we talked about. So you have an avatar. What questions may they have? Maybe they want to know how to make more money or learn crypto, whatever. How can I do this in crypto? Whatever. Just answer questions. That's the best way to start a YouTube channel. What questions does your dream avatar have right now, and how can you answer them? What are your thoughts on Discord server monetization and taking on staff to help you? I honestly haven't even thought about that. Don't even think about that. I don't get what you mean by server monetization, like paying people. I don't know. Also, I believe so the reason the quality was bad because it was apparently with my AirPod mic, but the lecture recording will be with a good mic. So if you haven't heard me well, then you can hear me better when I post it. I'm surprised no one said anything. Any other questions, guys, before I gotta go? You gotta type faster. You haven't mentioned any social medias. I'll be honest, I don't have the authority to speak about other social medias. I literally don't have social media on my phone. I don't use them. I don't know what works for that. I'm speaking about YouTube. That's what the lecture is about. Maybe there's another person who's better, who can understand more about TikTok, how to go on TikTok, how to go on Instagram Reels. I would be bullshitting you if I just told you what I think about it. I mean, I could bullshit you. I don't want to. I could tell you about my personal experience, what worked with YouTube. Thank you, David. Yeah, Buddha. So I'm starting to have like mods and stuff in the group, so they help me. It's a very small Discord, like 300 people. But guys, I hope this was valuable. I hope so you can again. Sorry about the mic quality. Apparently, it was shit the whole time. But if you want to listen to this with better quality, then I'll upload the video, the lecture in full in the next few hours, so you can re-listen to the value dropped. Again, I hope this helped. I hope this helped to instill a new mindset within you. It's a lot of you versus your own lizard brain, so that's what you should get and understand. And there's no reason not to create your first video tomorrow or whatever video that you've been putting off. If you're already a content creator, there's no reason not to. You're lying to yourself if you're saying, oh, I gotta finish this thing and that thing. Tomorrow's a Saturday. You don't have school, you don't have work. Just record a video, bro. Pull out your camera, front facing camera, answer that question that your avatar that genuinely wants to hear you speak. Like, answer his question, his or her question. Make them laugh, whatever. But think about your avatar. What do they want to hear? All right, boys, I hope this helped. Again, I'll upload the lecture in the next few hours. If you found value in myself and the way I talk, I know you probably didn't hear me as well, so you couldn't hear me talk well. But feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Discord if you found value in this. That's all I ask that I get in return for the hour and a half. All right, boys, thank you so much for listening, and we'll talk. Come on, I want to see you post on YouTube. And tag me in my Discord, tag me, or send me honestly, tomorrow, send me the YouTube video. I have a self-promo kind of tab in my Discord, and there you can literally put your YouTube video, and I'll watch it. I'll comment tomorrow. I'll literally tell you what I think about your YouTube video. So I promise, like, you post it tomorrow, I'll be the first person to like and comment. So, and I'll give you my honest take on it. So it is what it is, bro. Take action. Stop putting this off. And I'll see you tomorrow when you post the video. All right, man? We'll talk.